What in the heck was up, guys? Get ready with me to sleep. Finally, guys, I literally got in trouble today because apparently I was like harassing a girl or like bothering her. Okay, guys, in class I was going like to my friends, and then I turn around and I see this chick like looking at me. At the end of class, my teacher's like, Anika, like, stay or something like that. And I'm already like, there's no fucking way, bro. There's no fucking way. I did not look at her the whole class period. She was looking at me. Yes, I was making faces, but at my friends, gang. Yeah, but that pissed me off because I had to run to the fucking buses. My bus is the first one to leave, so I'm literally gasping for air trying to catch the bus. I have to literally run to my buses because it was making faces at you. Get out. Get out. Like, as if I'm scared to talk to the authorities. Like, let me talk to the authorities. I need someone to be patient with me. Someone to get money with, not take it from me. Look, they don't even need to be as famous as me. I don't think I meet them at the places I be, but deep down I think about you all day, mom. Guys, like 300 people texted me that they want to go to the Dawn concert with me, and now I feel so—
me while I tell you the story how a girl tried to fight me. This is one of those stories when you think back on that moment, you're like, why didn't I do anything? So me and my friends decided to go to this club in the city called Harbor. So we get into this club through a promoter. We didn't have a table and we had nowhere to sit. And it's 4 a.m. at this point, but God bless this girl for letting us sit at the end of her table. Me and my friend sit at the end of her table. It's pretty empty and no one's sitting there. Me and my friend are sitting down and one of her friends decides to come over and sit next to me. So I'm thinking she's just coming over to have a little chat and start a conversation. And that is not what happened. She leans over into my ear and starts screaming at me. She's like, you need to leave. You can't be here. And when I tell you, my face is just blank. My brain is processing nothing. I am just staring at her blankly, just smiling ear to ear. My friend who's next to me sees the confrontation that's happening and she's asking like, what's going on? I kid you not. As the girl is like screaming in my face, I'm like, can you just hold on one second? So we're playing a little telephone game and I'm literally telling my friend everything she is saying right there. Eventually we just end up leaving the table so we don't have to cause any problems, but a couple of moments later we see her getting dragged out by security because she was trying to fight someone else.
Get ready with me while I tell you how I almost got helping my roommate sneak out of rehab. So one day my roommate decided that she was just not having it, she was done. And I found like a little notebook in her room, and obviously I'm nosy so I checked it, duh. And it deadass said prison escape plan. Like, what the actual fuck? I was like, what the hell do I do in this situation? And she walked in on me with the freaking, opening her notebook, and she was so angry. I would be too. And she was like, if you tell anyone, I will literally, in your sleep. I was like, honestly, I believe you. So I kept my little yapper shut, and then one night at like 12 o'clock at night, she's like, you need to help me escape. Honestly, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's be a girl's girl. So she literally jumps out of the 4th story window. And she had a tube in her nose to like feed her because she was like rebellious. And I guess she didn't think of it before, but like she couldn't just like bring the tube out to like jump with her because then she would probably like... So she was literally yelling.
Ready with me while I tell you the scariest experience that has happened to me this year. Fun fact, this actually happened yesterday. Actually, that's not really fun. Anyway, it was a normal day. After I finished school, it was time to go to ballet. Also, I don't know why my hair is getting poofier and poofier every second. Just ignore that. I was looking on my phone and I was getting all of these alerts. Kept saying fire alert. Fire. And I was like, okay, it must not be close to where I live. Oh my gosh, that was so much. As I was getting more curious, I was like, okay, I'm gonna look it up on my phone. And let me just tell you, I was not prepared for the results. So then after ballet class, I was about to leave and my mom texted me saying, we gotta leave now. And then she started saying, we might have to evacuate. And that's when I freaked out. We were driving closer to my house. We could literally see the fire. I also was praying to God. And you know what? God answered my prayers. I really want to say thank you to the firefighters who were helping with this fire because it's literally out of control. Bye, besties. Stay safe out there.
Ready with me while I tell you about the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. So I was a sophomore in high school and I had just moved to a new school. I didn't have many friends and I think it was because people were jealous about how I looked. I hated high school. I took a psychology class because smarty girl. There were all upperclassmen popular kids in my class. I was literally so shy and such a loser. One day I had to give a presentation on the smartboard. I had to log into my email in front of the whole classroom. I was really scared to mess up on my typing and for people to think that I was a slow typer. So I typed my email and password as fast as I could. I accidentally typed my password in the email section. My password was I love Cody 123. Everyone just started awkwardly looking around and no one laughed. I was humiliated. Well, anyway, it's been 10 years and it still haunts me.
Morning. It's the first day of school today. Also, thank you, Drunk Elephant, for sending me a PR. I'm gonna straighten my hair. Finished. Now I'm gonna curl the ends. Okay, I finished curling the ends. Now I don't know what to do because it's 5:43 and like We have school in like 3 hours. I'm just gonna do my skincare now. Surprisingly, I'm not tired at like all. Now I'm just gonna kind of like sit around. I'm making coffee right now. It is so loud. I definitely just woke everybody up in the house. I'm gonna go do my makeup. Actually, I'm gonna say hi to my sister. Do you want to be in it? No. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, I'll see you once my makeup's done.
You guys saw I went on a date a couple weeks ago. We ended up going to this little fall themed festival. He was really sweet and I had a great time. After the date, he had to go out of town for a work trip. We kept in touch throughout his work trip, but I feel like the conversation just started to dwindle. When he got back, he invited me out on a dinner date. I ended up going, and that's where I came to the conclusion that he is a really good guy, but he's not the right guy for me. I ended up telling him that after the date, and honestly, I still feel bad thinking about it because you guys, he did everything right. He was such a gentleman. He held my doors open. He asked me how I was doing, but as hard as I tried, I genuinely just didn't feel anything anymore. And as someone who has been led on before, I don't like having my time wasted, so I just decided to rip off the bandage and just tell him the truth. It was definitely hard for me to say and hard for him to hear, but at the end of the day, I know that clarity and being honest with him and myself makes us better people because we're more mature, because I know that even though he wasn't my person and I wasn't his, we will both end up finding the right person for us.
Ready with me to go do a little bit of Christmas shopping? Yes, I know it's not even Halloween yet. Let me explain. This year I'll be spending a little bit of Christmas with my aunt, which I am beyond excited for. However, I want to try and get the most amount of time with my Christmas decoration, knowing the amount of money I usually blow at Target each year. So we might have to celebrate Christmas a little bit early. But don't get me wrong, I still love Thanksgiving, because who doesn't love a good meal on the Macy's Day Parade?